reverted back to that year.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. He'll field this at the 5. And fights through one man. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. That goes for a gain of 31.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Christian Kirksey, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And he's got it. Coleman, touchdown Saints. Brandon Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset. Draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs? It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A first NFL pick by the rookie Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but Sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick.
And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. K1 short in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Here we go now.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Here we go.
A first down throw for Kaiser. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. It's Marshawn Lattimore, the rookie from Ohio State, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Bortles now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kobe Fleener, the tight end, his intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And 12 yards that time, and picking up the first.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
On first down, Bortles. And he fends him off. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Bortles to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Ryan Quigley, fifth-year man from Boston College, in to punt it away, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week, as this one's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down. See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and it's third down.
Come on, let's go.
Kaiser to throw it. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Kaiser showing what he can do with his legs. It's more than just the arm. He scrambles and picks up the first. Kaiser now to throw on first down. Flush to his right. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And again this time to the tailback. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Kaiser. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw is Kaiser. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Will Tukuafu, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. And he knocks it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed. They've had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Bortles going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Trying to hurry to the line on the very outskirts of field goal range. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch 41. Watch 41. Here we go. Blue 45.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime. And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see you in the postgame. We're ready to get to the 3rd quarter. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Come on, let's go.
From the gun, Kaiser shakes off but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Kyle Williams able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2.
Here we go.
3rd and long for Kaiser. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kyle Williams in there again to drop him for the 2nd straight play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And it's taken in at the 9. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. John Simon able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Here's Beckham. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser throwing middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, L.A. Johnny Holden, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are in for 6. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Bortles to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. Brought in left side by Snead. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. On third down, here's Kamara. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Bortles going to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. A gain of 6 there on first. A 10th carry for Kamara, and they'll get him down right about the 20. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On the ground, Kamara. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Now Bortles, and his throw here's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Here we go. Green, 90. Left. Hey.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Now he'll escape to his right, and he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Blue 45.
Throwing is Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Hey, 4 down. Come on.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to roam now. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Wendell Smallwood, 79 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
Hey, watch number 5.
Bortles now on first down. Room to run past midfield. Caught right side at Snead. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 43 yards. Into the red zone. It's Bortles. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Out of his end zone, Kaiser. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because he's contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And to give this time to the tailback. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brent, they've got to get to 100.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Steps away to his left. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
2nd down, Kaiser. That's taken in by the rookie Shelton Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are.
Kaiser hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Oh, and now he bowls him over, and this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick is indeed good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. To return it, Alvin Kamara. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free. And
he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Now a run with Martin. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and